Okay, so we need to scale these planets together. So we have all the planets in our solar system. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find the largest one. So we're looking here. Okay, Jupiter is the largest one. So we're just going to put a star there. Okay. Now, what we need to find is the diameter, and we're going to do a drawing where we have the largest to the smallest on top of each other. So we have to actually get the diameter. Okay. Now, what the diameter is diameter is from edge to edge. Okay, that's the distance from edge to edge. Now, we'll get that first by figuring out how much space we have in this area. So if I use my centimeters here and I measure here, I have 20 centimeters this direction, and I have 21 centimeters at least, a little more here. So the circle I can make as a total circle would be about 20 centimeters. So now what I'm going to do is this largest number, I'm going to take that number and divide it by 20 to see how small of a circles would I have to do to get this down from kilometers into a scale of 1 centimeter. So I'm going to take 100,000 kilometers divided by the 20 centimeters on my sheet, and that's going to say
7,150.
7,150. So I'm going to write that down up here, 7,150. So that's going to be my scale for all of these. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, and I know that this, I would do the first one. Okay. I would do, I'll do the smallest one right now. So 5,000 divided by the scale, and that will give me the size. Now, I have a scale of 0.699. Now I'm gonna scale that, I'm gonna actually round that to the closest tenth. The tenth is this number here. It's right after the decimal. So it's gonna be, that's a 9, that's a 9, so that means these are all rounded up. So it's gonna be 0.7, okay? All right, I'm gonna do one more. I'll do the largest one. So I'm gonna do the 143, and it should be the number I've already done before. So 143,000 divided by 7,150. So it's 20, okay? And it's 20.0 because we're rounding to the closest tenth. Now, so I'm gonna make my circles. I'm not gonna do all of them, but this is the start for you. Now, the diameter is from edge to edge, but I am gonna be using a compass. So I can't go edge to edge with a compass. I do have a center point. So this is actually something different. This is called a radius. A radius is from center to edge. And so what we'll do is we'll use our compass and we'll put the middle, put the sharp part in the middle and spin the pencil around to get us our radius. Now radius is basically 1/2 of diameter, okay? So what we need to do before we start doing these calculations, we need to actually take these and divide by 2. So I have 20 already there, so I'll divide that by 2, and that equals 10. So the radius is 10, okay? Up here, 0.7 divided by 2 is 0.35, so that's the radius, but I've got to round it again to the nearest tenth because I can't go any smaller than that when I measure. So we're going to say 5 and above, you round up, okay? So we're going to round this one upwards. So it's going to be 0.4, okay? And that's going to be in centimeters, okay? And this is in centimeters as well. Okay, now we're ready to start scaling. So we have a circle here. Here's our center, here's our compass, and here's our ruler. So we're going to get our ruler set up, and we're going to start, we'll do the largest one first. So that's 20 centimeters. So I take my ruler, and actually it's going to, the radius is going to only be 10. So I'm going to pull this, you just pull it, you push and pull. So the compass, you actually push and pull, and you can tighten and loosen like this. And I'm gonna find the 10 here. So now I've got this on 10. So this is 10. I'm gonna put it here. And there's two different techniques. One thing is really important, that you just hold on to the blue part and not the pencil. So you push down on the blue part. You can either kind of push it sideways and go like this, or if you want, you can actually take the whole paper and spin it. Just keeping that center piece in the middle. I'm pushing down on the blue part, not on the pencil. The pencil is nice and sharp, so that's bending a little bit. That's okay. All right, so that would be the same idea. So the next one we would do, let's do this one here, 0.4. So 0.4, you zoom in a little bit. So 0.4 means 4 millimeters. So it's these little things here. So this is 1 centimeter. So I would go 0.4 would be right there. So now this is gonna be really small, okay? And so this time, and I'm gonna make sure I'm nice and sharp because I want it level. 0.4 is gonna be like that. So this is gonna be super small. And as you can see here, you wanna make sure the pencil is all lined up. And I'm gonna, there. You're gonna take it and just spin it. And this is gonna be tricky, and it's okay if you don't quite get this one because these compasses are okay. That didn't come out great, but this compass was a little too loose. So I could erase it and do it again if I wanted to. But for our purposes, you get the idea. Okay, so make sure you find the biggest, divide by the number, get your scale, and then you're gonna divide again by 2. So this is my radius, and this is what you're gonna graph. Now, if I were to measure this, I should have close to 20. Now, it's not exactly 20. If you see, I actually went under, but it's close enough. So it's around 20 centimeters, okay? So that would be how you do it. Good luck. Oh, at the end, don't forget to label too. So I would just put Jupiter here. And down here, Mercury. And then you'll be ready to move on.